Oh wow, we are going to go to the third map, and it
what a
is
big surprise!
Granary.
Is anybody surprised that TLR selected Granary? Obviously, this is a map, been a lot of talk about how AWS have sort of struggled on Granary. They lost, I think, twice this season on this map. They lost to AO Girl as well as this TLR team. And so maybe hoping to pull out their weakness, TLR selecting this map again, Granary.
Yeah, I mean, this is, as I remember the game, this was the map in particular that AWS looked so outclassed on against the combo play of Nox and Merlin, or at least they said they had a bad game. We'll find out today if it was a bad game. Are they going to have another bad game? Who knows?
We
But
will. You gotta wonder, have they been practicing this map at Admirable? That's what I'm wondering.
I hope so. They probably have. If you've just joined us, guys, this is the third map of our best of three. This is Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Getawhale, and Ducky on the camera. We're here for the ETF2L Season 17, powered by TT Esports Premiership Playoff Round 2. This is the deciding map. It's the last resort against Awsomniac here. Both teams have taken a map apiece.
Yeah.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win, Getawhale?
Who's going to win? Well, whoever pulls this one off is going to be moving on and facing Made in Germany. They're going to guarantee themselves at least 300 euros. Those lovely, beautiful, gorgeous heroes. Probably the best currency in the world, I would say.
Yo-yos.
Yeah, yo-yos. We have some French speak going on in the game chat. J'adore, t'as rien pété. I don't know what these words mean, but I can say them. Deep merci, Flippy.
Sort of undercurrent in this game, I suppose, is like AWS represent the traditional all-French roster that's, you know, historically been like Punchline, some Pyrogen players there as well. And then you've got Nox, who was never, once he made his name in Epsilon, he was never really involved in any of the French team. You know, he was too good for them. Looking down his nose at these French guys, so, you know, these guys are really keen to beat Nox. They would love to beat Nox here in an official, in the highest division of European play, of world play. We're better than you, USA. Yeah, I said it.
Hey man, I'm not in the USA. You can't throw me under that bus.
North America.
I'm Canadian. You can't throw me under there. Yeah, I mean, that would obviously be a big kind of thing. I know that they're anytime you can beat your fellow countrymen, that's kind of a fun thing. But I'm really going to be watching this AWS team. I mean, you've got to think they were expecting. There's a good chance that they would have been playing this Granary map. Obviously, they knew if TLR got to pick, they probably would have picked Granary. And I've got to hope and wish and pray that they were maybe cooking up some strats on this Granary map. If you guys have preds for how this is going to go down, give us your preds in Twitch chat. Give us predictions. That's what preds is short for.
I'm feeling, I hate to say it, but I'm feeling TLR. I mean, Nox talked about how Bull was Ubering a little bit too early and not getting out of the fights in time, the Uber exchanges, like in the interviews after the game they played in the main season. And today I've seen Bull do that a few times as well. Even though Tech has been playing very strongly, if Bull sets him up with a couple of bad Ubers or not great Ubers, it's going to be tough for him to deliver. I really hope he can find these little edges that his team needs. Maybe the middles will just be total wipes both ways and there won't be any stalemates between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So often that's what this map just descends into, Uber fights between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that. It's kind of one of those maps. It's an original map, but people still seem to find themselves in stalemates. But we talked about 5CP. We saw AWS give TLR a run for their money on Snakewater earlier in the season. And we saw as well AWS step it up on Gullywash against Daughter. And so if they can really turn it on here, I think that they will have a chance. But we'll have to see how it goes here. I hear people starting to ready up here.
That is good news indeed. I'll try and remember to use the team comms again in this map.
Right. We can imagine, we can do fake team comms in French for Awsomniac, maybe. Ça va? Comment ça va? Demo. That's demo in French. Bull, of course, French for bubble, as we all know.
Taking a look at the predictions there in chat, I'm seeing mostly people predicting TLR to win There's one for Awsomniac, but I'd like to see Awsomniac win, really. You know, I'd like to see it upset, but I believe TLR are going to do it. My heart says Awsomniac, but my head says TLR.
Right. Who would have thought on Viaduct? I mean, how many people would have predicted Awsomniac taking that on Viaduct? And that could have been a lot closer than 3-2. That could have been a 3-1 or 3-0. But, Awsomniac turning it on and wondering, are they going to have some momentum coming in here? And is maybe TLR doing the right thing here by having a long pregame here? Maybe get AWS to lose their momentum. Maybe start fresh here. Who knows?
Flippy's been on fire. It's a bit unorthodox, but if Flippy wants to snipe at random moments in the game, it could be effective. Like, if TLR are in a winning situation and they're like holding very defensive in yard or even on middle, Flippy seems to be hitting a high percentage of headshots. If he feels like it could be a threat, but he's definitely going to be playing sniper on last, I imagine, both pushing last and defending last. But it's not often you'll see a sniper on the other points, maybe in the spawn at CP2, but you're never going to see a sniper roll out the mid. Not like Viaduct.
Very rarely anyway. Certainly we won't see either of these teams do that. I don't know. I mean, the snipers on the 5 CPs, I feel like it's very hit or miss. I feel like if Flippy can get in and get some key picks at the right time, it can be amazing and it can really turn the tide. But conversely, if he goes sniper at the wrong time or if he gets picked out, it could really cost his team. And so I think it'll depend a lot on how the backbone, sort of the bull and tech play. Another thing that's so different about this granary map that people don't think of is it's a very wide open last point, so good for the soldiers. Not a lot of last point maps that are wide open. But here we go. I'm just rambling on about last point being outside.
Don't worry, there's always a calm before the storm. I'm watching Exxon's rollout and he's going right hand side. So I'm not sure how his soldiers going to play off that. Looks like they want to go all right hand side. Exxon's not even contesting the middle, he's just putting up a few sticks there. Does peek. Doesn't even peek it. He thinks somebody's going to bomb into the run room. He waits and he's not doing damage in middle, and T-Mac gets focused down. Wow! Exxon waits for that.
Oh, but down goes Bull as well. So maybe you're right. It is going to be Bloodbath City on every mid. Who knows? This cap going to go down though to TLR, but both meds going down. And okay, here we go.
I feel like Exxon thought he had some sort of raid, like he was expecting somebody to rush into that door or rush the top, but he waited and waited. Then he did come out and get the medic pick, so credit to him for that. But, Heist was on the middle doing damage from the get-go and Exxon wasn't there. But into this battle, Nox has managed to find his way up top to take out Exxon, while Tech is focused on spamming the point, or T-Mac it was actually. Exxon's gone down, there was no cover in the flank there in Garage, and right now it's an Uber advantage for Bull, but a man advantage and a demo man advantage for TLR, so they're going to take that as their cue to push. They moved in, already focused down Demul. Exxon is about to respawn and get back on the field, but the Uber of Bull isn't even close yet. It's all on Tech and T-Mac to put out the damage here, and by time Exxon's back on the field and TLR are feeling a little bit scared, they know Bull has Uber soon. He's down at 50 health, he's trying his best to survive, but his teammates are dropping like flies around him. In comes the bomb of Heist. He's on to Bull. Bull pops Uber. Merlin's already out of the door here. Rake is coming in to distract.
This is defense.
And Heist survives too. Only Rake goes down.
I give a lot of props there to the AWS team for holding on without a heavy. And
oh, here he comes. Tech gonna play the fat man right now.
Big Tex, and here comes the Uber, and T-Mac gonna take second pipe here and kind of stand above it all, but I think TLR, I don't know, T-Mac drops down now and he's just kind of using that black box, hasn't got any picks and goes down. 3 players down for AWS, 2 down for TLR. Rake is trying to kind of take control of the map here. Yeah, look at this.
Look at Exxon. Exxon's waiting and spawn. Exxon's waiting and spawn. He wants the player to come onto the point, but Kylo just steps in the roller door and shuts him down. Exxon was trying to wait for the opportune moment when everybody was clustered up to step out and do his damage, but TLR managed to keep their medic alive in that push, whilst Bull went down pretty early. Maybe an unnecessary pick off that Uber, but the heals played the strong role in the end of that scrappy part. They had the heals and AWS did not.
Heals are important, and we all know that medics are important. We all know that in Twitch chat, right? Watching now the rollout here. Watching T-Mac coming out to mid and going left take crates. One thing that I saw, as we have Demol going down first, seeing a lot of aggressiveness, and I do expect that all of these mids are going to be just bloody. We have 3 players down for TLR, and they're way hurt. This is going to be a wipe for TLR.
That was really weird. There was like no pressure on Heist. He was just standing on the point, spamming up there. Got Demul, then was trying to focus down more people, but I don't know how to say it other than AWS out deathmatched them there. That's my caster cliche.
Yeah.
They shot no bad guys.
I think you're right. And yeah, I mean, Heist obviously a damage machine, but you really rely on your team to clean up for you, and if you're not getting the cleanup, you're going to end up losing a lot of those encounters, and so TLR now going to... Oh! Wow! Oh my gosh! They get no picks off it. Now they're going to try to chase down, but... Oh my god, they're not
Their
going to
health
get
is actually worse. The AWS health is pretty bad. Arrow there from Bull actually, or a health pack.
AWS coming in, maybe ill-advised here because they did not get what they wanted off of that trap.
They're on the point though.
Look at this. Oh, they can just breathe on it.
Exxon looking to go huge here. He's got Flippy for the cleanup. He's got both those players, both scouts down to 4 or 5 health, and they get it. Just brute force their way in there.
It's from a 1-0 to a 1-1, just like that. I'm kind of shell-shocked. I think TLR are as well. It's not always the case on Granary that you lose mid and you lose everything right in a row like that, but I don't know. I don't think that trap play went down like AWS wanted. I mean, they didn't get the big kill off it that they needed, but they still managed to just bully it into last, and it worked out, so who knows? If it works, it works.
Exxon again is just playing in the ramp room. He waits for Cal, who actually gets his man this time. Now, after that pick, he's going to jump in and he's trying to damage pretty much everybody in the team, and his team are cleaning up off that.
Heist and Cal are down, Miralyn down, and they're way hurt, and again, without heals, this is probably going to be AWS's mid.
The funny thing is, like, one of AWS's biggest weaknesses is that Exxon gets picked off pretty easily, and by just putting himself in the ramp room there, he's surviving to a moment in the game where he can actually have an impact rather than just dying early for something pointless. Right now, with the outline plug-in, I can see Kyler at the drop down. Both the Moo and Flippy are below
there.
He comes, Kyler drops down.
Flippy, you know, using...
Here comes Exxon though. It's gonna...
Oh, wow. There we go.
Unfair fight.
Flippy there, Kyler getting game sensed upon. And here we go. Second is capped. And with 2 down, including Heist, I think we're going to just try it. Here we come with the Uber now, and still Kyler down and Heist down. Those long respawns on Granary.
Oh, Kyler with the 2k picks up both AWS scouts, but everybody's way over at the other side. Nobody's there to block the point, and AWS get a free round there.
I think this is less than 5 minutes that we've seen 2 rounds go down to AWS. I haven't been timing it, but certainly pretty convincing fashion here. And if it's TLR, if I'm playing on their team, I need to stay alive on this mid. Again, Heist has been doing great work, but he really needs to stay up, and he needs his team to finish up on those kills for him.
Ooh, he's put a lot of damage onto Demul there early. So that's one scout he's playing a little bit passive for AWS. He went and got the kit. TLR are going to push down their left side, but they're so bunched up. Both soldiers are trying to bomb in at the same time. Or Exxon and
down again.
T-Mag jumping in. This is
4 down
not
for
working
TLR.
out well. TLR opting to bunch up there. They wanted to try and stay alive, I guess, but they just went down the left-hand side and stood there, and nobody had given them an early cheap frag, so I think once Exxon jumping in was a good thing right there, because they were all grouped up and he was able to rain stickies down and people were able to follow up on that. But it was just, I don't know, strange circumstances. Good reaction by Awsomniac.
Let's listen to this last hold here for TLR. Why don't we get the comms?
Oh yeah, shit.
I go on the top pipe.
Be careful, Mirror, in here. Everyone should get overhealed before they come. Everyone overhealed. Play tight and then split up.
What are they waiting for?
Right, pivot.
They're in.
Right side.
He took the soldier.
Soldier is low.
Sorry in our spawn.
Sorry, in our spawn. Sorry, in our spawn. Focus demo.
Scout down.
Scout hard.
I'm dead.
Other scout.
Scout low.
Sorry, down in our spawn.
Oh.
Not down in our spawn. Just medic. Push forward, everyone.
I need to change
I
class.
go garage.
Go garage.
Golly.
Tech got dropped there. He was juggled skywards, but Bull was sort of oblivious to it. He was just Ubering eggs on in there, but could have been different. Tech was pretty low health.
We have a yard encounter here as Heist trying to edge out this Heavy, who stays up still. Flippy's still up as Heavy. Heist did his best there, but not able to take the Heavy down. And now chomping at the bit here in left yard, if you're looking at it from TLR's perspective. We've got all of AWS ready to come in. Wondering, will they cycle around or just come right in? And they've got
Heist is
two
only
down. I mean,
nine,
they got
his stickies up on the point.
Nox and Rake are both down, and so I'm wondering why they're waiting there, but...
There's no real threat here for AWS. Like, Heist's stickies have been ineffective. He's already backing out. They're just giving it up because they respect the Uber advantage. They know Bull has it. And he's actually leading in here with Demo and Soldier. Tech and Exxon going in deep. Merlin goes down in an instant. Exxon with the pipe. Tech with a shotgun onto Nox. Kyler's trying to fight for his team here. Picks up the Bull. Heist onto Tech, but the heavy weapons guy creeps forward. Only Heist remains alive. He's gone to the cabinet at the worst time. He's going to come out. No, he's not even going to. He's just going to hide at the big rockets.
TLR got a couple good picks there, and they almost sort of pulled it off. You called it. It was Kyler and someone else there who picked a few out. But again, TLR just falling down at last. And it's sort of... I'm surprised.
You have that heavy as well. It's like a... If you have a heavy in your push, you already have an Uber advantage. The heavy is like a get out of jail free card. He comes in after. Yeah. And he's just got that 450 and he's cleaning up people. People can't challenge him because they're too weak, hopefully, if you've done any damage whatsoever. But onto this middle. And Heist is playing quite defensive. He's sitting in his own ramp room. They're trying to push right side. Double soldier bomb catches T-Mac mid-air and he's instantly dead. Exxon's going to jump in, but Merlin is playing very defensive. He's baiting these bombs out from AWS. Merlin isn't even weak yet. And the health... Ooh, it turned into a 4-on-4. The health is actually decent for both teams, but the position is superior here for
Look
AWS.
at AWS
Exxon's trying to shut the door down.
Oh, Nox is around. Oh, he tried to come around back there. I'm real surprised. A bit more of an sort of passive style coming out of TLR, but they've got to escape now. It's just Heist and Merlin up.
Bull holds the charge as well. Heist didn't go in for the force there. He wanted to make sure Merlin got out. You know, that's a smart play because this is not necessarily that an Uber advantage means a lot on this map. There's a lot of tight chokes where you can get forces out, and they're almost certainly going to have to Uber to take this point. I don't think that TLR are going to let them take it for free. So the fact that they got Merlin out and he didn't go for the fourth there or anything crazy means that, you know, they're still in the game. They can dictate the pace a little bit.
TLR know how to play it. I mean, they've got up, Heist has his sticks up on two really good spots. It's going to be interesting to see here. How does this second play out? Are TLR going to hold it? I think they really have to.
Look at AWS combo. Both soldiers have managed to make it all the way up top. Tech drops down, lands a couple of rockets on... Oh, Heist is super weak. T-Mac pressures him, but he's got the black box. Missing a rocket there for the frag, but Heist has had to back off, and there's no stickies here. AWS should know that, but they wait. They wait.
Merlin has it as well, and we have no off-classers on the side of TLR. They're just going to sort of hold on here, but we've seen AWS have great success coming in last, but they really need to get a pick or two right now.
T-Mac's going in for the bomb. Look, T-Mac up top. It's spot it immediately.
Nice, well played.
Maybe he's going to off-class the heavy here, but... Oh, TLR going to push off this one-man advantage. They're going to bring in Nox, I think, on a single Uber up top. He's at least checking it out. He's thinking twice about it. He does drop back, and they will wait to see what T-Mac is going to roll. He is heavy. It's going to be an Uber trade followed by a heavy push, I think.
Really smart play here by TLR the whole time. They're not going to give up those picks.
Kyler,
and here we go.
On to Exxon.
Oh, but he keeps him alive, and Merlin pops. I think that AWS might be... Oh, they have a heavy up, but I think they're going to be backing out of this point. They're going to try to re-push here.
Bomb rush there.
Oh my god, and so looks like they're going to reclaim this second point. Oh!
T-Mac! Tech, sorry!
Tech picks out Merlin, and that's going to hurt what they were trying to do there. They are still going to recap, but...
Look at Exxon, totally fearless. He's the only guy alive, and he's still going in here trying to find blue players to kill. His team have spawned, but they're way back on CP3 right now. Exxon goes down, he's slowed down the aggression. His team will definitely hold on to middle, but they probably would have anyway because Merlin died, so... Was that a pointless death? Maybe. AWS could be pushing right now.
Yeah,
they have no gentleman.
They could and they should. I've got to hand it. TLR seems like they've really sort of just kind of taken a breath and just really calmed down here and settled, sort of stabilized a little bit. They are in yard now. Do we want to listen in?
Yeah. Oh, they're trying to come in. Can I get this in time?
200, 200.
Nice. Merlin's really low.
Milan is low.
I'm
wait.
fine, I'm fine.
Medic going back.
Go,
I'm fine.
go right. Switch on the
Got
right.
on top.
Stand by,
Watch out.
Coming right, coming
Don't die,
right.
scouts, please.
They got the advantage, I think. Watch out.
Solly on point. He's gonna bomb.
Get back, they're coming in.
I'm on the demo, I'm on the medic. Medic low, on medkit, medic low, on
We
medkit.
don't have.
Go
Squat
back.
on me, squat on me.
Oh, come on.
Fuck.
I'll go for them now.
Torch
Meta.
down.
Medic is
Scott
take a
down.
bit, nice. Split. You 5 against 3.
Fuck.
I'll
I'm
wait for
waiting,
mana.
Calho, I'm with you on the right.
They're looking
I'm
at me
out.
behind him. Come in
Guys,
now.
go,
Okay,
go.
I check.
Go in, everyone, go in.
Solly is tagged the wall.
Oh, I'm not with you.
Medic down, demo 2.
Nice, kill.
Demo weak on
Top
left.
coming right.
There was 39
Soldier
going.
top.
He's been out, I think.
If you can
Don't die
back,
now.
don't die.
Wow, man, Bull with the biggest balls there, like milked the Uber all the way, but he wasn't looking at the scoreboard. If he had, he would have realised his team were outnumbered. You heard them calling it was 5-on-3. He was trying to walk forward to encourage his team to push, but they were like, no man, massive man disadvantage here. But as it stands, with the superior spawns controlling that midpoint, AWS have held on to it, but they have a big Uber disadvantage because of that misstep by Bull.
I love the comms. I loved the ooh la la by Nox. Big Nuke's dropping an ooh la la, but they're holding on here, and we have a little bit of our first little stalemate-ish moment. I think TLR just wants to get the right positioning here, and I'm wondering, a little surprised that Flippy hasn't gone sniper, but we obviously saw him take Murlin out as scout, so I think he's going to stay scout.
Mirlin's managed to get in for free here. Very methodical push. Nox jumping up top, checking for space, but no! He has it on the wooden thing. Oh, it's the Josky trap.
The wooden thing chalks up another victory. That is an Uber drop confirmed by Mirlin, and here we go. Red going to get their Uber. Bull has to be feeling great. That's unbelievable.
I didn't even see Exxon setting those stickies up, but there is like a clippable wooden brush there on the point. There's a couple around the edges there, but
Yep.
Mirlin didn't see it either, and a big drop comes in.
My God, and Granary, one of those maps where there are sneaky spots like that, and we see one pan off, but down goes Bull! Callow drops Bull again, and that's another Uber drop back in return, and so with 2 players up now, AWS maybe not having the advantage, although they are going to cap mid, possibly, try to.
Oh,
My
this is
God.
a big ask for them to cap. Nox air shots T-Mac. He tries to buy time for DeMille to cap, but those
They're gonna
guys should have
cap
hightailed it
second.
out of there.
The second cap goes down, and we're going to be able to get this together here. We are about halfway through in terms of time on this map, but it is still 3-1 for AWS. Don't forget about that. TLR, though, they want to take at least this one back and hopefully get some momentum back on their side.
Yeah, they want to push top here. They've all come through garage, and that's exactly where the mill stickies are. But it's an early Uber here from Maryland. Doesn't want to take any chances. I mean, eggs on stickies, and right now Nox has found a frag on entry, but Flippy has managed to body shot Callow, rake onto tech, but eggs on
Maryland
onto Nox makes it an
disconnected.
even fight.
Mirland getting an Uber saw on Flippy, but goes down. We have a partial cap here. Kyler, oh, here we go. The demo.
All on Exxon. 87 health against 11. Exxon clutches it. 3k.
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
I thought Heist was going to clinch it there. Heist was standing on last like he was about to win it and got taken out. And now Exxon, my God, going to have the highest blood pressure in the world right now as he pulls the save off. But TLR are going to get another crack at it here. They are going to have a slight advantage on Uber.
I would
they're
park the
definitely
bus
gonna
now
use.
as AWS. I would make this the most turtly defense you've ever seen. I'm talking heavy sniper. They've got Flippy on spy. Actually, this is really interesting. They're probably not expecting a spy right now. You could go for the heavy. That would slow things down. He goes for the medic. That's the pick. Oh!
Flippy with a huge...
Kyler just standing there chilling. Nobody watching behind. Unbelievable,
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A huge backstab, and Flippy,
We salute
good
you,
work.
Flippy. We salute you.
We salute you.
That was brilliant.
You've done your work. You can leave now. You're good. He's gonna go sniper now and try to shoot some heads. Yeah, that's a
I
classic
would,
park the
like,
bus moment.
If I was AWS, I would absolutely not push. Just hold here. Just wait. Run the clock down.
Yeah.
Make it really, really annoying for TLR. Frustrate them, but they're actually going to Uber in here up top, and this is dangerous. They haven't found any frags so far.
They get the heavy though.
They're
We're looking at 12 minutes map time left, Admirable, and so for TLR, they've got a huge mountain to climb right here because they do need to take at least 2 rounds in that time. Certainly is doable.
Tyler's coming on the flank and distracted T-Mac long enough for Heist to get the frag, and now the Uber is coming and there's a pause, but AWS, like these French guys, they've got ADHD or something. They just couldn't sit there and do nothing. They had to go and make some strange play, a high risk play, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But we do have a pause here anyway.
We do, and I mean, this is shaping up to be a very close finish. Remember, Admirable, this is the last map, and so whoever wins this one is going to go to the finals, and they're going to face Made in Germany. I think both teams are really, I mean, they want this bad, and we're seeing TLR maybe trying to get back in this thing, but like we say, they only have about 11 minutes to do it.
Yeah, and I've seen a few. Was there a pause on Viaduct? I don't even remember. There's been plenty of pauses,
Yes.
but they've been mercifully short most of the time. Or maybe it's just that when I'm with you, time seems to fly by. Yeah, well, that could be it.
Oh, that's sweet. I feel the same way about you too, Admirable.
You know what? I haven't promoted yet. Tip
What's
of the
that?
Hats. Even though the
Oh, yeah.
mainstream event is over, you can still donate, guys. Head over to tipofthehats.org and throw them a little cash money. They did manage to raise over 1,000.
Over
100,000.
108,000, yeah. Yeah,
But you can
shout-outs
still
to,
donate, guys.
shout-outs to V-Clocks. It was a fantastic weekend. There's a lot of
Tell
money
me
for
about
kids
that,
with
man.
cancer.
I was asking
I'll-
people, what is it? You mashed your head on a keyboard?
I'll tell you after. It's not. We're doing a match here, Admirable. Let's get
PG-13,
serious.
is it?
Let's get serious for a moment here. No, I'm not going to talk about my dumb inside jokes during a cast, but I'll tell you after. But yeah,
If you
right
want to
now,
hear the V-Clock story blow by blow, spam V-Clocks right now in Twitch chat.
you can check it
Getawhale
out.
will be powerless to resist.
You guys can watch the VODs. They're going to go on YouTube too. But here we go now. Bull with 30-something health. Pain Train is out, and that's a Pain Train kill. A piece of wood with a knife or with a nail through it. And so, okay, we're back, and we're looking at, I believe, a slight advantage. 2 players up for red, and so this certainly looks good for TLR here. And if they can take this back, it's going to be 3-2. They're going to be looking a lot better. And that's exactly what we see. So 3-2 now. I'm looking at map time of 11:10 or so. By the time they get to mid, it'll be about 11 minutes.
That was just totally retarded there from AWS. I don't care if that isn't politically correct, but that was dumb as hell. And they've given TLR a lifeline here. It's now a 1-round game as we go to the 6th minute, 11 minutes left on the clock. And I'm going to see what is Heist doing on these mids.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop an R-bomb, but that was a very questionable choice by AWS. And now I've got to think TLR is feeling real good, and they're going to send everyone up top. And we have what, 3?
Exxon jumps in and does a burst of damage there, but nobody's really available to follow up. He's gone down. T-Mac is going to follow him in the spawn queue, and TLR are just absorbing the pressure, playing around their own ramp room. They have managed to come in and start the cap, but AWS are long gone. It's going to be Uber versus Uber as the momentum shift has occurred. TLR with a round and now a middle.
Yeah, somebody pointed out there's a big ping spike. Heist's ping went up over 100 there for a second. I don't know what that was all about. But moving in now, we're looking at both teams. My HUD. These HUD issues. When are Valve going to fix this? Next year, Tip of the Hats, we'll have to ask Robin Walker fix the HUDs after pauses.
Stickies have been spotted here as TLR are trying to push from the guard side.
Knox staying alive. Still up. He just got around the corner and shot that out. And again, geometry sort of playing on the side of TLR this time. We have Uber popped here in this little lunchbox area.
Counter Uber as well.
Out.
Tech managed to step out and find Kyder there previously, but as these Ubers fade, Calho is the man taking the full attention of it. That black box is keeping him alive. He's managed to jump all the way out to middle. Now he whips out the escape plan, will be able to pick up the med pack. So he took the attention there for his team. Looking at this mid hold, you got Rake up top on the lump, but Heist is really trying to focus that lower door. AWS don't want to contest this at all.
And Admirable, we're looking at 9 minutes map time just to keep us kind of posted here. Obviously, this is 3-2 AWS, and TLR needs to take at least one more round back. It's pretty equal on Ubers right now, and this standoff going to happen in right yard. I'm wondering who's going to get the important pick. We haven't seen a whole lot from See, this isn't a sniper area right here, but we haven't seen a lot of off-classing except for on last, and that's the granary map for you.
Let's see what Nox wants to do
Right,
with
go
this.
right. Sorry, left. Go right. Straight into them. Go right. On the sorry.
It's only weak.
It's done.
Ah,
Use it really
Probably
sorry.
medic behind us.
Soldier medic behind.
Probably
Force
tagged
them.
Leave middle. One. Leave middle. Go back middle. Go back middle. Try to back ice. Nice ice. Switch on the left.
Come on. I'm alive.
I need ammo.
Got 2 bit on the block.
Heal up. Take ammo.
Did they
On the right side.
Yes, they
No
do.
one's
Yeah,
watching
it
our flank. Just be
Demo
careful. No
go.
one went behind.
Take it on him.
I am watching the flank.
Focus
Demo
demo. Focus demo.
close
Bottom.
left.
Focus demo.
Demo,
left.
demo.
Push left. No.
Demo's
Push left.
free heal.
Oh,
Dead.
Guys scouting.
Back,
I'm
back,
mirroring,
back.
mirroring.
Demo's 17.
I'm gonna try to back up.
17.
He's done. Oh fuck, sorry Milo.
I'm up
Oh
in
my
7.
God.
Wow, Nox really trying to force the issue there,
Oof.
calling from the spawn queue to focus the demo, but it's a bit of a bait. Kyler's behind though. Does get T-Mac, but AWS capped the midpoint there, Getawhale.
It does a great job by the scouts, is who I saw, especially Flippy, just swarming in on TLR, taking out Heist and taking out enough players. But look at this, we have now somebody back at mid. That's Kyler, who was going to try to get mid, but he knew he wouldn't get it in time, and now he's got to race back. AWS, if they can take this point, they're going to be feeling real good with about 7 minutes, 10 seconds left.
As the Uber in here, it's basically 3 on 4, but now the rest of the AWS players are going to join them. Kyler has survived long enough to begin the back cap. The frags are coming in
Kyler
thick
gonna
and
get
fast
the
on
back
both
cap.
sides.
Good for him, and Kyler's still somehow up. T-Mac the only player up, and that might be... Oh, he gets Kyler somehow, but T-Mac going to heal up now, and I think we're still going to be playing here in this same spot.
Yeah, and even though they didn't make a successful push onto last there, they have continued to run the clock down, and they're 1 round up.
T-Mac,
This is a winning proposition in Europe.
T-Mac's alive. T-Mac's still alive. He's going to get out. Then he might stay behind and think about, killing some things, but he's going to group up with his team. Probably the right decision. Blue has Uber. Mirrorland's waiting to use it, and they're running out of time. They're going to have to start acting quickly here at Admirable.
Flippy was hiding on the lamp, maybe for a back cap. Gets spotted out immediately as TLR come in. T-Mac jumps behind, but he gets cleaned up by Kyler and Calho, who are watching that flank for any potential back cap shenanigans. T-Mac, Flippy and Demul all dead right now, and the Uber hasn't even been popped. Worst case scenario here for AWS.
Yeah,
as
they're backing
Merlin is
out.
steaming forward.
Yeah, Exxon gonna get some sticks up and try to find somewhere safe, but here's a scout already, and this is power pushing in effect here for TLR, as they know they need to be... I mean, they're doing what they have to do. The cap is on its second, and they still have Uber. And
Let's see what
AWS need
TLR
to
have to
challenge
say about
this.
this.
Yeah.
Let's go Milo.
Probably up top.
Somebody
Yeah.
up top, yeah.
Let's go Mono
He's down.
Go, go.
Can we go?
Equal
Can we
numbers.
I'm staying
Equal.
back, it's fine, it's fine.
I
Take
go
a
for
slight
demo.
advantage.
No, I didn't go for demo.
Are we
I
in
say
or
go.
not?
You're me. I'm backing from top.
Help a bit. Right soldier, right
Help on the
soldier.
right.
Sorry, down.
Nice. Push
Come on.
right.
Left. Got
Push
left.
right.
Medic
Medic
weak.
quick, demo jumped, demo jumped.
down.
Nice.
Come, scoots
Medic's
all
really weak.
for
Medic's
you.
really weak.
Medic down.
Scout's 9 on HP on the left side.
He's on me. Nice, it's okay. He's
Sorry.
focused me.
Focus, sorry. Focus,
6
sorry.
HP scout, good point, good point.
Nice.
Nice.
Focus, scout. Good point, good point.
Nice.
Nice, guys. Well played.
Great job there, as we saw the Scoot Kyler take out Bull the medic. I love Scoot instead of Scout. I'm going to start using it myself, I think.
I think AWS aren't seeing the big picture here. Like, they didn't have to contest that middle. They didn't have to try and sack 3 players for an Uber force that they didn't even get. All they had to do was back off and wait till they had their own Uber, play the clock, goddammit. They are now in a 3-3 situation. It's anybody's game as we go on to the 7th middle with only 4 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. T-Mac, Tech both up top on that left hand side. They're trying to shut down the rump room aggression here from TLR. Tech gets first blood onto Heist. Now Exxon has a clear opportunity to put out a lot of damage uncontested, and TLR just throwing bodies in there.
Folding over is TLR. Kyler wants to do something, but he's got to escape. It is a whole new ball game here, but that mid is going to help a lot for AWS, who, you're kind of right, they've been mismanaging the clock here maybe a little bit, and mismanaging their strat.
Kyler coming in behind. Who's he going to go for? One mate shot onto Bull, and he Ubers straight away. I knew he was behind, but nobody was watching all the doors there. AWS just getting a little bit hot-headed there, but And they need to get a round in the next 4 minutes if they want to win outright, otherwise it's going to go to a golden cap.
I feel like AWS are kind of not sure what they wanted to do. They stood on the point for an extra second there after the cap, like, okay, now what? I don't know if they're expecting to be here, but they're a very capable team, and they've got their 2 scouts here waiting up above. They're going to be spotted out. I think they got game sensed there by the soldier. It was Nox.
Yeah, sort of a low-risk push here from TLR. They still have the security of the heavy weapons guy back on last, shut down any backup, so just slowly edging their way forward. Nox went down, but Kalu and Heist have picked up frags. Heist gets dropped there as Exxon lands stickies in his face. Uber comes in, Bull's just about to get his, and AWS have an option. They're going to pop off here.
Oh no! Oof, big rocket there. That's Miralyn going down, and Heist and Kyler. And Calho down now as well. They still have that big fat moving level 2 sentry gun back at last. It's great.
Take a breath, AWS. All you need to do is just get heals, walk in together, focus down these targets.
Down
to get
goes
the
the
heavy.
Are you
Heist
gonna
is
be
on the field. No.
We're looking at 4-3 AWS, and with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, my God, Admirable, we have a bit of an upset brewing here.
We've got a game in our hands. Both medics spun him with the medigun. Miralyn doesn't want to take matters into his own hands, but we have to listen to the TLR comms here on this. Well, it could be the last middle.
Come on, let's go. Focus. We can do it.
Yeah.
Demo on the pack.
Scout top.
I think Demo's on the right side, bottom right.
Let's go forward.
Yeah.
Quick.
Bottom left.
Go forward.
Soldier
Quick.
right.
Demo's right.
I
Demo's
jumped
right.
off.
Jumping now too.
Soldier left, soldier left, soldier left, jumping for me.
Demo's down.
Soldier on me.
Soldier
Soldier
on the
alone,
right.
right.
Scoot low on the
Boys
right.
weak on our
Scout
corner.
down.
I'm in
Push
the ramp
forward.
room.
Push
Scout
forward.
bottom
I'm on
left,
the
scout
map.
Boys
bottom left,
coming.
going back.
Solid.
Ramp
Boys
room.
coming to ramp room.
I'm
Scout
on
in
ramp
there,
Their
room.
health
room.
now.
Medic down.
I'm
He's
on
weak as
middle.
well, Kyler.
Scout down.
I'm
Nice.
soldier right
Just
side,
wait
soldier
near
right
them.
side, back right, back right.
He's
Wait.
on middle.
Down.
Nice.
Yeah,
Miralyn,
Come on,
amazing.
come on.
Let's go push
Amazing.
forward.
Right
Exxon
side,
spawn
Build
here.
this shit.
Right
Build
side.
this shit. Build this shit.
Just build.
They're going to be stacked defense now.
Yeah. They're probably gonna have an engine
Can you-
and shit.
We got
Can you
still
cut this
advantage. Watch
Might have
defaults.
traps forward. 1 second.
Watch defaults.
We need
Stop
to move
building,
quick.
stop building.
We have to cap the point for which use. Let's try.
Yeah, we need to move quick. Come on.
Just watch
I make
defaults.
some pressure.
Watch
left.
for
hide.
traps. Watch for
Outside.
traps. He stickied the point somewhere.
Scout up over here. Scout weak.
Down.
Wow, are
Nice.
you kidding me?
I check sticky. No sticky there. Spam is off. No.
Pocket is
Soldier
up.
Z. Soldier Z.
I need to go back a bit, maybe.
I
I
check
need
sticky.
back coverage.
No
Call
sticky there.
stickies. Call stickies. Call stickies on
Scout
top.
close left. Okay. Do you want to push
Into
next?
cap. Yeah, push on the right.
Watch
push
for
on the right.
stickies.
Let's go.
They might block top.
Just use it. Just use it.
Demo left.
Oh, que foi fazer?
Can we get second?
Yeah,
Go back.
we
Go
can.
back, Mena. Go back, Mena.
We have 43 seconds to
far
get
left,
buffed
push
and then
far
go.
left, push
Wait,
far
wait,
left
get
and
the
go.
buff. Wait for Calho, or we're not going to do it.
No, we have to go now. We have to go now. Let's go.
Buff behind you.
Focus buff, sorry, top. Focus CV top now. Focus CV
Soldier
top.
down.
Let's go, focus CV.
David,
Scout left.
Split. 20 seconds.
Going.
82,
Going.
nice.
Going,
Just
going now. Ready, claw left. Focus CV, everyone.
Scout now.
focus
Focus
heavy.
CV. Go for
guys.
point. Go for point. Seaside,
Point,
someone.
point. 10 seconds.
Come on. Point. Yes.
Nice.
Come on, guys.
Like-
Come on.
Unbelievable!
Had to run with the comms there for the whole time, but
Oh my God, Admirable. And
Tense,
so with
intense.
less than 5 seconds left, TLR pull it. I can't believe that. What a
AWS
finish.
really going a little too far with that Uber, and maybe not delivering the damage that they hoped they had, but TLR just soaked up the pressure, then came back with the focus fire. AWS had a few players way back on the point and a few players up close, and that meant they were sort of outnumbered in 2 separate fights, and TLR just blobbed up and crushed them.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I think the differences in this match have been not so much, you know, TLR or AWS doing great things and pulling stuff off. It's been more so AWS making the mistakes. I mean, that's what I've been noticing, at least the most. I mean, AWS starts as such a big lead, and just a couple little questionable decisions that they've made, and suddenly we're looking at a 4-4.
Have we got time to look at the logs? Are they going live yet? I'm gonna take a quick peek here. This
Have a gander.
4-4. And Heist actually top damage in this time. And Exxon just slightly behind him, 362 for Heist. And damage, obviously Exxon was hiding out in Rump Room for all those medals. He survived pretty well. Look at
Kyler,
Exxon's frags.
I'm looking at Kyler again, 33 frags, and he just continues to just do amazing. He finishes so many kills as Scout. He plays really well off of Nox, actually. They're a pretty good pair at times. But yeah, Kyler again, second on the scoreboard.
Yeah, top KE per death as well. Callow as well, playing a pretty efficient game. But teams haven't readied up just yet. I see they're setting up the time limit of 10, but they have taken it all the way down to the wire here. And maybe momentum for TLR after that nail-biting last cap to make it 4-4. If you've just joined us here, this is the ETF2L Season 17, powered by TT Esports Premiership Playoff Round 2. It's effectively the semi-final, the last game before the grand finals. It's been a best of 3. This is the third and final map, and it's gone all the way to a golden cap here between the Last Resort, your number 2 seed, and Awsomniac's your number 3 seed. Awsomniac trying to overturn the seedings from the main season here, and they've gone the distance. Getawhale.
Yeah, absolutely. They have gone the distance, and I think that, you know, if AWS were to pull this off, I mean, we were asking people what they thought about predictions. I think AWS winning would be an upset, which to say nothing about them as a team. They're amazing. They're obviously one of the top teams in the world in sixes, but TLR sort of had their number this season, and TLR have been just that much better. But AWS, I mean, I didn't expect we'd be pushed all this way, and they've got a chance to make it happen now. We're going to see any crazy spy plays like we did last time? We'll leave that up to Flippy, but here we go.
No crits Krieg on the field. Both medics running that medigun. They're happy to play it straight up here. It's cookie cutter all the way as we see 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, a demo and a medic on each side. Off to this mid fight though, I am going to check out the Exxon perspective. Top frag in the map proper. He's going to play that defensive strat in the Rump Room again. And TLR roll out on their left hand side. They're just staying on their own crates, trading spam. Callow tries to step into the Rump Room and deny Bull a little bit, but Exxon finds Callow to null onto Nox, and Kyler dies, gets Exxon there, but it looks like an AWS middle.
Yeah, Exxon, I think, maybe reaching the bounds of the skybox there a little bit, flying through the air as he's known to do. And this cap is indeed going to go down to AWS. We're looking at Uber now on the side of AWS as well. They're at 98, and barring anything crazy, Bull should be able to use it.
In this golden cap, we play to a time limit of 10. If neither team has capped after 10 minutes, the team that controls middle wins. It mightn't be the most exciting way to play it. I like a fight to the death, no time limit, but that's how we do it here in Europe right now. AWS, you don't even want to think about that. They are trying to contest CP4 here with all their might, but Exxon finds himself weak and that'll slow things down. He's going to get buffed up by his medic. Bull, Merlin has Uber, so does Bull. Uber versus Uber here. Classic granary. Yeah,
talk about the format here. We got 10 minutes on the clock, Admirable, for this, if people aren't familiar with the format. And AWS looking real strong right now, and if they can pull off this cap, although we have an encounter here at Lunchbox and we have sticks up, it might not be this easy.
Oh, look, the combo of AWS goes Garage and draws the attention of Nox, but as soon as all of TLR are looking at Garage, they start to get a little bit of time on the point, and TLR are sort of looking a bit sheepish here as to where to commit to. Flippy's managed to work his way in up top, but hits a brick wall as he runs into Kyler, goes back, picks up the kit in Lunchbox and regroups with his team. As it stands here, if you look at the sort of overview, Exxon slightly exposed on the right hand side. He's going to go and get a buff, but neither team want to make any mistakes here. They want to make sure that when they pick the engagement, they have the best possible health and try and just beast it. Calhoun steps into the garage. He's up top. He could get picked off here. Both soldiers are going to go top. They find Calhoun. He goes down in an instant.
And we have Bull popped off, and Bull was separated from both his soldiers. He was playing really tight combo with both his roamer and pocket, but they got upstairs and he didn't. He finally now finds his scout, and I don't know, they got forced a lot earlier than they would have wanted to. Second point here, still not capped, but they're gonna, well, I don't know, we got scout in behind now. That's Rake. Big Rake trying to do some damage, and there were 3 players up there for a second for AWS.
Flippy and T-Mac doing work right there. Rake probably could have just ran in there and helped Heist out, but Heist sort of got isolated. Even Merlin's heals couldn't save him against the focus fire of Flippy and T-Mac there. But AWS continue with their stranglehold on this golden cap.
Well, it almost went south for them, but they luckily everyone teams back up here and they didn't lose too many. They've got sticks now on both doors, looking pretty powerful. We got 6.5 minutes left here.
Rake is opted to switch off the sniper, and they have Kyler for fun as heavy. And if I know I've encouraged AWS to park the bus several times in this game, but if they peeked in and saw a heavy and a sniper, why not just hold? Why push? Flippy's going to respawn. I expect he could snipe, maybe spy. We've seen it already. Nox, who killed Flippy, now goes down himself to the stickies of Egg Zone. And, you know, there's a few options here for AWS. They could just sack a few players, but they do choose to just Uber straight in. Nox will have respawned.
Gonna go for it.
After these Ubers have faded, they've gone straight in, done very little damage and got out. Heist has a few seconds melt here. Oh, Heist goes absolutely massive there with the stickies on the fading Uber, picks up Bull and Tech. Egg Zone goes down to Calhoun.
Down. I mean, on Bull, so we're going to have second recapped here now, and it'd be really easy for TLR to come and maybe try to cap mid, at least if they have mid
Flippy
capped.
and Damu. Yeah. It's going to be heavy versus heavy up top. When do you ever see this? Two heavies fighting it out in the lunchbox area, but Flippy's been called out now. The pincer is collapsing here, trying to find its target, and there's Flippy going to go down. He's bought a little time for his team to set up on middle, but
Kyler.
10 seconds before he respawns.
Kyler's still up as heavy, walking around, just kind of patrolling. Oh, and he runs into the scout. And D-Mole takes him out. Big D-Mole taking out Kyler.
As the game stands right now, with AWS controlling middle, they would win, but there's still 5 minutes on the clock here for TLR to push in, take control of middle, and who knows, maybe go all the way to last. But they only need to go as far as middle. Golden cap rules here, 75% on the charge of Bull. He's probably going to have it if he wants to play bravely here. He doesn't need to hide. He will have his charge. It's going to be Uber versus Uber.
Yeah,
the move just respawns.
There's a time when AWS cannot get impatient. We've seen them get impatient a whole lot. We saw it on Badlands too. I think Tech and a couple of these guys get impatient and they just want to act. Maybe not very strong at parking the bus, but they're just sort of holding now at mid. They're very spread out, but they have height advantage.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Bull sometimes when all these players come into his Ubers like that last one. Totally unnecessary. I have so many people coming in on an Uber trade, but right now Exxon's catching a couple of pipes. Nox himself is weak up there in the ramp room, and off the back of that he's going to back off, and there's a spy! I didn't even know there was a spy on the field. Kylo gets the backstab onto Exxon, and with no stickies, Nox feels it's time to come in. Merlin is going to hold on to that Uber for as long as possible. Tech comes back to the loving arms of Bull, and Nox gets... Merlin gets forced. Now the Uber comes in here for AWS, and they have the superior spawns Getawhale.
Yeah, Bull's gonna had a huge advantage on that Uber. He's left alone now. Has to
Ooh, Tech got beat out there. Tech beat it into a sticky trap. Bull's got no one to heal,
and he's got a scout on him. Bull's gonna go down, and that's Rake. And that's a
Big
huge
plays.
steal. And so now this point still does belong to AWS, but we're looking at 3.5 minutes left.
Smart plays from Heist there. He just set up the trap, got Tech, and then Rake with the individual play there as well to get the medic pick.
Well,
TLR still have a chance in this.
Trying this little wood sticky trap maybe again. We saw that take Merlin out already once in this match.
Crits for Bull.
Yeah, crits creeping on the side of red. That's very interesting, and they're going to have enough time. We have 3 minutes. And this is now turning into basically the fight over mid, because as Admirable said, whoever controls mid when this is over is going to win this.
Looks like the TLR combo wants to come in left-hand side in their perspective. And they're just waiting out the spam here. They're trying to count the number of rollers and rockets they've seen now. They're going to enter through proper, and they haven't even popped off yet.
Let's listen to TLR, Admirable. We got to hear what's going to go down
here.
Are you Bursch?
Go forward.
Kill the soldier. Push forward.
Cap the mid, cap the mid, cap the mid.
Cap the mid first. Yeah.
Because we can...
Soldier,
Oh shit, crits. Jump onto the medic
down.
now.
Scout left side,
No
scout
medic.
left side.
Merlin, get out, Merlin.
Get out, me now. Get out. Everyone get out.
Scout chasing, on right.
Just
Kyler, get out. Nice. Get out, Kyler.
There's a couple of weak
Side
people in the
middle.
middle.
Just block
Scout
second.
though.
Just block second. Together.
Yeah, first get the Uber.
We need to come middle to win, by the way.
Yeah.
Calhoun, watch the right side for us.
I'm spawning in 5.
Come on, we can do this.
Remember, the focus is to cap mid. Mid is almost capped.
You heard it.
Yeah, I'm wondering in just a second we're going to want to get back in on that because we got 1:50 left, and as we said, this is the fight for mid. And Blue's about to get their Uber. We're at 45% on crits. I've got to give them... But the problem is now they're expecting the crits, and so this will be interesting. You only surprise them once.
Make some plays.
Drop
Focus
down
solely.
this
Focus solely top low on the right.
Go.
Focus them on top.
I'm
them
on
on
the
the
middle. I'm on the
Focus
middle.
them on right.
Cap
Focus
the
them on
middle,
right.
cap the middle,
Soldier gonna jump from ramp.
cap the middle.
Cap the middle. Cap the middle.
Cap
Cap the
middle.
middle.
Right side soldier, jump.
Guys, play
Down,
back,
I'm
play
down.
back. No, we just need the middle.
Yeah.
No.
Just all middle. Yeah.
Can you come top
Great.
middle?
On middle. Don't push. On
Go
middle.
They're coming right. They're
Coming
coming
right.
right.
Right,
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 right, right.
Crits right.
Heavy up top.
Come.
Buff me.
Focus heavy top. Focus heavy top. Focus heavy top. All
Where is the
close.
head?
Listen, all
Come on.
close. All close. Come on. Don't be.
Remember,
Top.
remember they still have crits.
Spam on the right,
They
soldiers,
just-
please. Spam the right
Top,
side,
heavy
soldiers.
top, heavy top.
Spam top. Spam top.
Nice.
Heavy down.
Spam top. Spam top.
Soldier down. Watch right side.
Come on.
Oui,
We
c'est
need
bon.
to push.
We need to spam soldiers together.
Come on,
Both soldiers
slower.
spam.
Left.
Demo left. Demo left. With heavy left. Heavy top again. Demo.
They'll have crits now.
Heavy's not top. Heavy's not top.
Guy, be careful, Nox, please. Get
Go
mirrored
back.
back in
Go
our
back
ramp
me
room.
now.
Back
Go
in our
back me
ramp
now.
room.
On a ramp from. Go back me now.
Let's build it.
I build it.
How much do you have?
That's 80. Scout, come to me.
I need
Kali.
ammo. I need ammo.
Scout, come
up.
to me. Build it.
They
Nice.
use crits
Build
on
The
heavy.
crits
Crits on
on
heavy.
Build it.
Scout.
We need to block. We need to block.
Yeah.
We need to block it. How long?
Go.
Let's go. Let's go now.
20
Use it.
seconds.
Just use. Focus heavy. Focus heavy.
Fox something.
Mirrored into me.
Scout left.
Focus demo top.
I want the
Demo top.
scout left. Very hurt on the left.
Come left
Fuck,
side.
he's solo.
Oh.
Soldier on my ass. Nice.
Just a
We
just a
did
it.
soldier.
Go on. Good. Nice.
It's fine.
Oh, go.
Wow. All I can say is, wow, what a clutch finish there as TLR pulls it.
Yeah, they did manage to hold on to middle, which means absolutely nothing in any other round. But in a golden cap, that's what wins. And I guess Bull's decision to go crit sort of came back to bite them in the ass in the end. Maybe if they'd had Uber, it would have been a different situation. I don't know. But Exxon had crits a few times throughout all three maps and never really delivered. And nobody was protecting Bull during a lot of those crits, Kriegs. So maybe go and look at that for season 18. But right now we can confirm that TLR are your champions here in this semi-final, effectively, of the Premiership. They're going to go through next week to play Made in Germany. But what a ride they had there! They take it all the way to the line, man.
Unbelievable. So many close finishes on almost every map here tonight. It has been unbelievable, and really think that granary could have gone either way. And a lot of props to both teams, and especially to AWS, who it was kind of said that granary was their weakest map, but my God, they almost pulled it.
I'm just taking a sort of sneaky look at the logs here for that 9. It was a full 10-minute golden cap, actually, but Nox top damage on that one. Heist was right behind him, and then Exxon way down in the soldiers of AWS, not really having an impact.